You guys, I need to talk to you about something. um, Today's been kind of upsetting to me. Something happened earlier today, and it stuck with me all day. And I've kind of been going back and checking on it and stuff, and it's just sort of ballooned out of control. And I really thought that I need to express myself because I really want to talk to you guys about shaming people and the harm that it does. And I really don't think that everybody who does stuff to shame people realize. They really don't. They don't realize the impacts that it has, whether it's on that direct person or whether it's on people around or that see or hear things. But words hurt, man. Actions hurt. And, things can trigger emotions that come up from other past experiences as well. And I want to say this not to preach at people, but just to hopefully get people to understand a little bit more and maybe think twice before they go and do things that aren't maybe in the best interest of other people. So today I was on Facebook and I was just kind of, going through the news feed and stuff. And I came across a picture that a friend of mine posted. And I know we're probably going to be a little raw to each other for a little while. Hopefully, she's not a close friend. She's a very nice person. I've always really liked her. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to out anybody who commented on this post and stuff because I don't want to be that person. But when I saw the picture, which was her intention to just have a funny moment and haha, look at this. It hurt me to the core, and it was instant. It was instant confusion why she would do something to draw attention to a not flattering thing that somebody was wearing, and I get it. I mean, everybody judges. It's a human trait, right? Your first impression of people, you first glance at people, you make that first impression, but then you move on and just move on. Like, you have to make a choice. You have to make a mental choice. What are you going to do with this information? And are you going to just let it go? Or are you going to try to make something funny out of it? Hey, my friends would think this would be funny or whatever. This was an overweight woman who was bent down. And I think, a lot of people have seen these awful, awful posts of Walmart pictures of people in Walmart and, shaming everybody who goes through Walmart and they look different or they're dressed different or they have a different body type or whatever, right? And so this is a woman who clearly was wearing the wrong pants. I mean, she was wearing a pair of tights that were pretty much see-through. And of course, because she was bent over, she was actually bent over attending her kids. There were, I think, at least 3 of them. And one kid in this picture actually had their face completely visible, which also upset me. But she was bending over to attend to one of her kids, and her underwear were creeping up her butt, right? As they do, especially as a bigger woman. And then the caption on it was, "Oh, I didn't realize we were in Walmart." So that picture with that caption was intended for a haha, oh my God, ew, that's gross, da da da, which is exactly the response of the first 5 people on her friends list that commented. It was ew, or I can't remember exactly the things, but they were clearly repulsed by this picture. and, or laughing. There were a couple of laughing comments. And I had to make the decision to either move on, which I could have done. I could have just been like, okay, I'm just going to be disappointed in this person and then move on. Or I'm going to try to change the narrative on that, because what I've come to find out with Facebook especially, if you post a negative post, most of your people that are going to be commenting are going to be commenting negatively. So you're going to be attracting the people who are negative and who are like-minded that way. But as soon as somebody says something positive or to change that attitude, those people aren't as courageous as they were a couple minutes ago, commenting on, how horrible things are and making fun of people and stuff. So I went on and I just said that it really wasn't okay. It was not okay to body shame. And I didn't even say fat shame. I said body shame. I'm going to just see what my post here was. I can't remember, because I took screenshots because I was floored, absolutely floored. And all I said was that instead of fat shaming her, I did say fat shaming. I meant to say body shaming, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me if she was a twig, and same thing. It doesn't matter. I would have taken her aside and shown the picture to her to let her know. Because you know what? Some people, they just look straight in the mirror when they're getting ready. Who knows what would have happened? Maybe her kids were all over the place and she just grabbed the first pair of pants that she saw and she looked down. And I'm sorry, but I know as a bigger person, when I'm wearing something, what I see from this angle is not what I see from that straight on. So, I mean, and I'm not debating that they were clearly the wrong pair of pants to wear. It shouldn't have gotten to this point, but she did. She went out and her kids were happy with her. And I said, some people just look straight on in the mirror when dressing, or not at all. They might not even look in the mirror. And if that mistake was made, I'm sure she'd be more mortified to know. She would be mortified to know. But she'd be more mortified to think that people are out there making fun of her when she's just trying to take care of her kids. And you know what? I put underneath that another instance that happened to me a few years ago, and it stuck with me, and this brought it all back. A few years ago, I took my kids to Canada's Wonderland, and we were having a great day. It was a hot day, but all they wanted me to do was to ride the roller coaster with them. So I stood in the line for 2 hours with them, and finally we got to our turn, and I I sat down in the seat, and I went to put the seat thing down, and it wouldn't click because I was big. I was too big. So I went to get out, and the attendant comes up to me and he starts pushing and pushing and pushing and like jumping on this thing, pushing it into me, trying to get it clicked in, which it wasn't going to do because I was too big. And I'm mortified. I'm trying to shield my kids from seeing this. I'm trying to tell this person, no, it's okay, I'll get off. But they kept on trying and trying. And the moment came when I looked over at the line, and there was this man who was there with his wife and his kid, and he was all tattooed up from head to toe, and he had piercings everywhere, and he was the one who was videoing the entire thing. So I'm on somebody's YouTube channel somewhere as, look at this fat ass trying to get on the roller coaster. How funny is that? And that ruined my entire trip, because that's what it does. And I don't want that for anybody else ever again. So anyway, once I posted this comment, all the other comments started coming in, and it did change the narrative. Everybody was very supportive and very, agreeing that, you know what, these posts should not be posted. That was not the right thing to do. And none of us are angry with her. I think I just want people to realize the consequences of what they're doing and why, and maybe try to understand why they're doing it. you know. I did get a message from her saying that she would never, or never did and never will make fun of someone, but she did. So I just want people to own that, and maybe learn from that and go on from that. And fine, if this makes, you happy, and this is the type of person that, you want to be, that's okay, I guess, but I don't want to have anything to do with that, because that's not the type of person that I want to surround myself with. We are supposed to build each other up. What is going on in this world? Build each other up. And you know what? If something's going on that might not be right, stand up and say it, because damn it, you know, it 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 hurts. It hurts. And you can't take it back. It's out there. Guess what? It's out there. People have seen it. So, you know what? If you think that you've done something wrong, maybe think about why you did it. And if you're not seeing that connect there, that this isn't right, I think you need to look a little bit further inside yourself, because really, we need people around us that are going to help each other out, build each other up, puff each other up, tell each other they're wonderful and they're beautiful. And I don't care how big you are. I don't care if you have makeup on or not. I just put my hair in a messy bun today. I don't care that it looks like, caca, because if you're just looking at me for the outside and you're not taking into consideration everything that's in here and in my heart and what I try to do for people and everything else, I don't want you in my life, and I think that more people need to live that way. Just don't let the negativity in your life. Don't feed the negativity. The negativity is what it feeds itself. And you know what? If you change your narrative from negative to positive, you're only going to attract the positive. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to see happening with my friends, because I think everyone is worth that much. It broke my heart today. It really did. And I really, really, really hope that she is able to see through this and see that I'm not attacking her as a person. I'm just standing up for what I saw, and hoping that by saying this to you guys, it's maybe somebody else who might have thought to do something like that might think twice next time. Okay? So be good to each other. Have a good night. Take care.